Aquarius, listen carefully. September 22nd is not just another ordinary Monday circled on the calendar. It's not just a day you wake up, scroll your phone, go through your routine, and forget about by sunset. Number: September 22nd is the kind of date that changes everything. Why? Because on this day, the universe has set a stage for you, an invisible stage where 4 powerful life-changing blessings are preparing to appear. But here's the secret. They won't arrive in obvious packaging. They won't knock on your door and announce, "Here's your miracle." Instead, these blessings will hide themselves inside signs, subtle, shocking, unexpected signs. And if you miss even one of them, the opportunity could pass you by forever. Aquarius, think about how many times in your life you felt like something was meant for you. A chance, a relationship, a job, or even a moment of clarity. But you missed it because you doubted yourself, you hesitated, or you told yourself, maybe later. September 22nd doesn't give you that luxury. This day is designed as a turning point. It's when the universe will whisper, when destiny will test you, and when miracles will knock. But softly. Now here's the danger. These miracles come with a deadline. Ignore the sign, dismiss the feeling, or brush off the unexpected message. And the blessing doesn't wait. It moves on. It chooses someone else who's ready. But here's the promise. If you stay awake, if you recognize the signs, if you dare to believe, September 22nd can become the day that rewrites your entire future. It's not just about luck, not just about money, not just about love. It's about alignment. It's about your soul's timing colliding perfectly with the universe's plan. So stay with me until the very end of this video, because I'm going to reveal the 4 shocking good news waiting for you. The door of release, the unexpected message, the hidden opportunity, and the miracle alignment. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly how to recognize them, how to catch them, and how to ride the wave of luck, love, and abundance that is heading straight toward you. Aquarius, September 22nd is your day, and you cannot afford to miss it. Aquarius, the very first good news waiting for you on September 22nd is what I call the doorway of release. Now let's be honest, release doesn't always sound like good news at first, because when we think of release, we imagine loss, something ending, something being taken away. But here's the truth. Release is freedom. Release is the universe cutting the ropes that have been holding you back for far too long. Think about it. What's the one thing in your life right now that feels heavy? Is it a responsibility you never asked for? A toxic connection with someone who drains your energy? A financial burden that seems to never end? Or maybe it's even a belief about yourself that keeps you playing small. On September 22nd, Aquarius, the chains start to break, and it will feel sudden, like one moment you're locked in and the next. The door swings open, but here's the fascinating part. This release won't come in a dramatic Hollywood way. It won't be fireworks or someone handing you a freedom card. It will come quietly, hidden inside something unexpected. It could be a simple conversation where someone finally says the truth that sets you free. It could be an email that cancels a responsibility you didn't even want anymore. It could even be a so-called mistake, like missing an appointment or losing an opportunity that actually frees up your energy for something so much bigger. Now here's where I need you to pay attention. But here's the twist. At first, this release will not feel like a blessing. In fact, it might feel painful. It might look like rejection. It might feel like you've lost something important. You might even feel panic in the moment, wondering, why did this happen to me? But Aquarius, this is not punishment. This is preparation. This is the universe saying, I need to clear the clutter so I can bring you your miracle. Imagine carrying 2 heavy suitcases and then someone offers you a golden treasure. If you're already weighed down, how could you possibly accept it? You'd have no hands left to grab the blessing. That's what this release is doing. It's emptying your hands so you can receive what's truly meant for you. So on September 22nd, when something ends, shifts, or falls away, don't panic, don't fight it, don't try to hold on to the old chains. Take a deep breath and remember this moment. The doorway of release has opened for me, because behind that door lies freedom, peace, and the space for the real miracle that's coming next. Aquarius, the first good news is not just that you'll be free, it's that freedom is the invitation for everything else the universe is preparing to deliver. And once the release happens, the energy starts moving fast. This is only the beginning. Aquarius, the second good news waiting for you on September 22nd is something deceptively simple. A message. It may arrive as a phone call, a text, an email, or even through a person you just happen to run into. On the surface, it might look small, quick, ordinary, but don't be fooled, because this message is charged with divine timing. For some of you, this will be financial. It could be an approval that finally clears, a green light on something you've been waiting to hear back about, or money that has been stuck, finally being released. It's the kind of news that brings relief, like the universe whispering, "See? I didn't forget you." For others, the message is deeply personal. It could be an opportunity that suddenly opens up. It could be someone from your past reaching out when you least expect it. It could even be a confession, someone revealing feelings, truths, or intentions they've kept hidden until now. And this one message has the power to shift how you see your path forward. But here's what I want you to notice. But here's the twist. The message might not look life-changing when you first see it. It might be as simple as a casual, "Hey." It might be a plain letter with no bold headlines. It might even seem like junk mail or something you'd normally ignore. That's the test, Aquarius. Hidden in the small details is the doorway to your abundance. A single word, a date, a number, or even the timing of when that message arrives. These are the clues that tell you the universe is speaking directly to you. So on September 22nd, pay attention. Don't scroll too fast. Don't delete too quickly. Don't dismiss the ordinary, because the very thing you've been praying for might come wrapped in something so subtle you almost miss it. The second good news is simple but powerful. Your message is coming. And if you're open enough to catch it, it will lead you directly toward the abundance, opportunity, and alignment that's waiting for you next. Aquarius. The third good news on September 22nd is something most people wait their whole lives for, an opportunity that finds you. Now let's pause here, because normally opportunities are things we chase, right? You apply for them, you hustle for them, you put yourself out there and hope for a yes. But what's different about September 22nd is this: you won't have to go looking. The opportunity is looking for you. This could arrive in different forms. For some Aquarians, it may be career-related, a surprising offer, a chance to collaborate, or even a shift at work that places you in exactly the right position at the right time. For others, it may be financial, a new stream of income, a side project, or someone presenting you with an idea that sparks a breakthrough. And for the dreamers, the artists, the creators, it could be that spark of inspiration that leads to a project you didn't even plan, but which takes off in a way you never imagined. Here's the magic. You won't see it coming. It may show up through a casual conversation, a random meeting, or even an accidental situation where the timing just happens to line up perfectly. You might hear someone say, "Hey, I know someone who's looking for exactly what you do," or "Would you like to join us? We have space." And just like that, the door opens. But here's where I need you to listen closely. But here's the twist. This opportunity will not come dressed in glitter. At first, it will look inconvenient. It might feel like bad timing, like you already have too much on your plate. It might look like extra responsibility, or even like more stress than you think you can handle. And this is where many people miss it. They say no too quickly. They decide it's too hard, too heavy, too much. But Aquarius, you are not like everyone else, because you already know the secret. The universe disguises its biggest blessings as challenges. It does this to see if you're ready, to test your courage, to make sure you're willing to walk through the uncomfortable doorway into your bigger dream. Imagine climbing a ladder. At the bottom, it feels shaky. Your legs ache. It's not easy. But as you keep climbing, you start to see the view open up. You realize this ladder isn't a burden, it's your elevation. That's exactly how this opportunity will work. So when it arrives, don't dismiss it because it looks inconvenient. Pause, breathe, look deeper. Ask yourself, is this the universe disguising my miracle as a challenge? Because 9 times out of 10, the answer will be yes. Aquarius, the third good news is powerful. An unexpected opportunity is coming straight for you on September 22nd. It's not something you chase, it's something that finds you. And if you're brave enough to say yes, it will be the ladder that lifts you higher than you ever thought possible. So far, Aquarius, let's pause and take in what the universe has already promised you for September 22nd. First, a release of your burden. Those chains that have kept you stuck are breaking loose. Second, a divine message, a whisper, a call, or a note carrying the answer you've been waiting for. Third, an unexpected opportunity, a doorway that finds you, even if it doesn't look like a gift at first glance. Do you see the pattern forming here? This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. The universe is moving piece by piece like a chessboard, arranging your life into a new design. Everything you thought was holding you back, it's being cleared. Everything you thought was delayed, it's arriving with perfect timing. And everything you thought was lost, it's being replaced with something stronger, something real, something that belongs to you. Aquarius, this is where the energy shifts. When you string these blessings together, you begin to notice they're not just separate events, they're part of a divine sequence. Release makes space, the message guides you, the opportunity invites you in. It's like stepping stones leading across a river, one after another, taking you closer to the other side where your destiny waits. But here's the deeper truth. September 22nd is the trigger point. It's the spark that lights the fuse. It's the turning of the key that unlocks the next chapter of your journey. For too long, you may have felt like life has been on pause, like you've been preparing, waiting, almost ready, but not quite there. This date ends the pause. This is when the energy starts moving quickly, when synchronicities show up, when the impossible suddenly begins to unfold. So don't just listen with your mind, feel this with your soul. Because if you're open, you'll notice the signs arriving all at once. You'll feel lighter. You'll sense the shift in the air. It's as if the universe itself whispers, "Now, it's your time." Aquarius, the pattern is clear. September 22nd is not an ordinary day. It is the day the cycle breaks, the chains fall, and your new destiny begins to reveal itself. Aquarius, we've come to the fourth and most powerful good news waiting for you on September 22nd, the miracle alignment. This is the moment where everything begins to click. Your stars are aligning in a rare cosmic pattern, and with it comes clarity, synchronicity, and divine timing all working in your favor. You'll know you're in this alignment because you'll begin to notice the signs. Maybe you keep seeing repeating numbers, 1111, 222, 555. Maybe you hear the same name, phrase, or song in random places over and over again. Or maybe you feel an unexplainable pull in your spirit, urging you to shift direction, make a decision, or trust your instincts. When this alignment happens, Aquarius, what used to feel impossible suddenly becomes easy. Doors that were closed swing open, roadblocks disappear. It's like driving through life and suddenly hitting every green light in a row. Momentum builds, energy flows, and things that used to take months or even years suddenly start moving in days. But here's the part you need to hear. But here's the twist. This alignment doesn't last forever. It's a sacred window of time, and once it passes, the energy moves on. If you hesitate, if you doubt, if you second-guess yourself, you could miss the moment. This is why courage is key. When you see the sign, when you feel that nudge, you must act, even if it feels scary, even if it feels too soon. Because the alignment is proof that the universe is already clearing the path ahead of you. Think of it like catching a train. The train won't wait at the station all day. It slows down just long enough for you to step on, and if you hesitate, it leaves without you. But if you're ready, if you step into that alignment with confidence, that train will carry you further than you ever imagined. Aquarius, the fourth good news is simple but life-changing. On September 22nd, the universe aligns everything for you. Synchronicity, timing, and clarity all come together. This is your green light moment. Act boldly and watch how fast your life begins to move. Let's slow down and paint the picture, Aquarius, because when September 22nd arrives, the miracles won't just float in randomly. They will come in sequence, like puzzle pieces clicking perfectly into place. Imagine this. You wake up that morning feeling a little heavy. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe old worries are pressing on your chest. You think, it's just another Monday. But then, out of nowhere, the first shift happens. Something that's been holding you down suddenly lets go. Maybe a burden is lifted, maybe a task is cancelled, maybe a person you thought you had to deal with steps out of the picture. That's the release. By noon, your phone lights up. At first, you think it's nothing, just another message. But when you read it closely, you realize it carries something important. Maybe it's an approval. Maybe it's someone reaching out after months of silence. Maybe it's a simple invitation. That's the message, and it lands right when you need it most. As the day unfolds, another shift comes. Someone mentions an idea, a meeting pops up, or you're invited to something that feels inconvenient. Your first reaction is to say no. It looks like too much effort, too much risk, wrong timing. But if you pause, you realize this is the opportunity in disguise. The very thing you didn't plan for becomes the doorway to something bigger. And then, evening falls. You notice strange synchronicities, numbers repeating, familiar songs playing, names surfacing again and again. You sense the pull, that strange inner voice saying, "This is it." Everything is aligning. Suddenly, you realize the entire day wasn't random. It was carefully designed. That's the miracle alignment, where the universe ties it all together. Aquarius, that is not coincidence. That's not just a good day. That's the four miracles moving in sequence: release, message, opportunity, alignment. One by one, like dominoes falling into place, they push you out of your old cycle and into the life you're meant to step into. And when you see it, when you connect the dots, you'll understand. September 22nd is not a date to survive. It's a date to awaken. And here's the truth, Aquarius. Most people miss it. They miss their miracle because they're too distracted. They brush off the rejection, thinking it's just another closed door, when in reality, it's the universe redirecting them. They delete the unexpected message, never realizing it carried the exact words they needed. They avoid the opportunity because it feels inconvenient, or risky, or too heavy. And by doing that, They miss the alignment, but not you, because you're not here by accident. You're listening to this right now because deep inside, your soul knows September 22nd is your turning point. Your angels, your guides, your higher self, they've already been whispering to you. Every sudden thought you've had, every dream that felt strangely real, every repeating number that caught your attention, they're all pointing to this one date. And this is where most people hesitate. When the signs come, they second guess. They wait for more proof. They tell themselves, maybe tomorrow. But Aquarius, tomorrow isn't promised. This energy window isn't permanent. It's a strike of lightning, quick, powerful, and undeniable. You either grab it or it fades. This is why the universe chose you to hear this now, because you have the courage to act when others stall. You have the clarity to see that rejection isn't punishment, it's redirection. You have the awareness to understand that inconvenience is often the wrapping paper around your biggest blessing. So when September 22nd arrives, you cannot treat it like just another day. You have to watch for the signs, the release, the message, the opportunity, the alignment, and when they show up, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if your mind screams not now, your heart must lean in, because the universe is about to place a divine gift in your path, and the only way to receive it is to trust it. So, Aquarius, this is not the time to hesitate. This is the time to decide, to say yes to the whispers, yes to the alignment, yes to the destiny that's been waiting for you. Because September 22nd is not just a date on the calendar, it's the day that changes everything. So Aquarius, September 22nd is not just another date on your calendar. It's not just a Monday. It's the day that changes everything for you. The universe has already lined up 4 good news, 4 miracles that are waiting to unfold. First, the doorway of release. That heavy burden, that weight you've been carrying finally lifting. Second, the unexpected message, a text, a call, or an email that shifts the direction of your life. Third, the hidden opportunity, the door you never saw coming, the chance that leads to your bigger dream. And finally, the miracle alignment, the moment when everything clicks, when you know you're in the right place at the right time. These are not just words, they're signs. They're already moving in your life. And September 22nd is the day it all comes together. Now I want to ask you something important. Which of these 4 do you feel is already showing up for you? Have you felt the weight of release? Have you noticed the little message? Have you been offered a chance that looks inconvenient but could be life-changing? Or have you been seeing the numbers, the synchronicities, the undeniable alignment? Drop your answer in the comments below, because I read every single one. Your words matter here. And when you write it out, you're claiming it. You're telling the universe, yes, I see the sign and I'm ready. And if this message spoke to your soul, don't keep it to yourself. There's another Aquarius out there right now. Maybe your friend, maybe a family member who is doubting, who is about to give up. Sharing this could be the light they've been waiting for. So hit that share button, send it to someone who needs to hear this, and let's create a ripple of miracles together. Aquarius, September 22nd is not just another day. It's your miracle date. It's the reset button, the turning point, the moment your destiny shifts. Don't ignore it. Don't hesitate. Step into it with courage, because your miracle isn't coming someday. It's coming September 22nd, and it's waiting for you.